me know how the volume is for the music. I am going to be taking this photo of a bow, and I'm going to try to copy it to the best of my abilities. Tell me how the music is, okay? If it's too loud or whatever. Okay. I shall take a drink. Thank you, Star Runner. So whenever I do one of these studies, and this is something a lot of other people do sometimes, is a loose trace just so that we have the shape and then we can have the study really focus on the shading and everything else. So like, okay, there's a hole coming through here. Here's part of the ribbon. This is branching off into bits, as well as this. It's not going to be exact, because that's not why, like, I'm tracing it. I just don't want to have to worry about the forms while I'm trying to get the lighting exact. Oh, this is another loop. Okay. And then this is the side of the ribbon. Okay. This is going to be really fun to get into. And this is going to be good for people to watch for how to shade yellow. A lot of people don't do it correctly. Okay, so this is going to be fun to draw. This looks like it's slightly misshapen, I think. That's what it looks like. And that's what fabric does. It bumps out. It doesn't look perfect. I want to be done with the outline so I can get to the fun part. Okay, am I done with that? Okay, good. Time for the fun part. Well, it only looks good so far because I literally just traced it. I'm definitely going to have this on another screen, so let me copy it and make a new thing. I'm just going to push this off to my other screen. There we go. Wow! Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to do some basic color picking. But I'm going to change the color a little bit over on this thingy. Oh, okay, so. So here was the sketch. How about, oh, phone, where, oh, what, where's my phone? Shut up, phone. Shut the hell your mouth. Well, I was so suddenly yesterday. I had no idea where you went. Whoa. Okay. Maybe this would do better over here. There we go, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh. So it's gonna look pretty garbage for a bit, but getting into the details is what my favorite part is. Okay, so I'm not practicing forms, so I can just get this sculpted the way that I want to look exactly like the photo. What I'm doing right now is all about, having hand tremors again, sorry about that. This is all about the shading. Okay. So I have this brush that I made myself. Well, let me click Y to transparency lock that, otherwise I'd be doing this. Make this a little smaller. Okay, so I'm gonna do basic color in first. It looks scrappy, it looks gross. Things do not look right. I'm just gonna be going over it, changing the opacity, fixing it all up. And I notice there's very, very bright red right in there, like a pure red, I've noticed. That is very, very bright. Also more like there's a little bit very bright orange in there as well. Yeah, and that'll keep it from looking muddy when you have that nice bright orange on the inside. Oh, squats? Okay. Let me get up. Oh, let me shake out my hips. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm gonna move my chat box. Hold on a second. Is that too hard to see? You guys let me know if you want it back over where it was, okay? Oh, Small Jenny, that's because somebody already redeemed it. It's out of stock. Okay, now I'm going to remove these guidelines right here because it's only going to distract me. So I'm going to erase what I did. Okay. Actually, let me move this up high. Get it really in close. In fact, wow! Sorry about earlier. I hope this helps. Oh, do wish to play with you again, but been very busy on weekends. Can't wait for a promotion soon. You also got a wedding, and if I just look at, I've got a wedding to go to next year. I just had a save the date thing sent to me. Got a wedding to go to, so I gotta go. Look, oh, especially you, Cole. You deserve the best. Oh, homie. Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh. Speaking of donations, he just added on to my medical bills goal. I should actually probably pop that on. And the donation link. Just gonna make this bigger, just touching that up. There we go. It's got to be centered. No, centered. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, over halfway to my deductible. Okay, but actually, let me see if I can polygonal lasso tool this. There! So I could focus directly on this one piece. This is gonna be in the group of bits. It's my dad's friend's wedding. I don't know anyone there, but I'll be bored. Well, hopefully you'll be able to be here with us. Hand tremor stuff. I want to draw. I want to do stuff. Okay, so now this gives me a better idea of what I'm looking at now that I am looking at it so closely. What is this color right in here? Okay, good. That's a nice, rich, warm. I'll need to get into the sharp details later. And after a while, I'm going to stop relying on, I'm going to stop relying on color picking, and I'm going to try to start using my own color. Up in there. I'm preserving a little bit of this yellow, but I'll come back in and sculpt that later. Okay. Let me zoom in on this. Let me see if I can actually tilt my computer screen. Oh, that works. Oh. Jeez, you could really see my hand going crazy when I get the hand tremors. It actually tremors throughout my entire freaking body. Ugh. Okay, increase it back up to the big airbrush. This is a brush that I made myself, actually. So... okay, I want this to be super, super soft, so I'm making it really big, but I don't want... okay, I need a feather of one. I don't want it to disturb what I've already got over here, so I'm going to lasso that, and then have this super, super light texture right up in here. Super, super light. And then I can do the same thing over here, where I see that this is coming out more. Okay. When I make it darker, when you're shading yellow, the darker you go, the more red you go. That's a golden rule. Okay. You guys can't see the screen where I'm messing with right here where my mouse is. I'm messing with my brush settings, but sadly you can't see it because it technically opens a new window. This is going to need to be lower down on opacity and on flow. Gonna turn on the airbrush qualities because this is extremely soft. Very, very soft. Right here needs a little bit of a blur. Oh, thank you. Okay, I think I see this is going to need to be lighter and a little smaller. Okay, very, very bright actually up in here. Look at how bright that is right in there. Very, very bright. There's reflected light in the shadow, but still there exists a shadow regardless. Okay, I think I want to get really in close to that. I want to get these sharp details. I want to get them in there. So it's a very dark red. Let me change my brush. Something very small. Up the flow on that. Okay. I'll decrease the flow on that. Decrease the size to 4 pixels. Okay, let's see here. Where is it from? So there is a line right here, and I notice that it is pinched into here. Let me add a blur on that. I'm gonna have to add some light coming into that corner. And then it comes right here to another piece. It splits off. Okay, it makes a lump right in here, which I can make a little more noticeable right from the get-go. I'll blend that out just a little bit. And I see that there's actually a core shadow inside here. Core shadow's right in there. Right in there. It's got a very, very bright color. It's on the inside. Can you hear me better now? I'm also a little quieter than normal. Also, Amy's doing just fine. We were just visiting his family. How much time did it take for you to... Oh, what the hell? What is happening? Tornado warning in this area until 7. Amy? What? National Weather Service, tornado warning in this area until 7 p.m. EDT. Take shelter now in the basement or an interior room on the lowest floor. Okay, well, there's sirens outside. So, yeah, I'll save this. I'll save this as a bow study. This is really abnormal for where I live. Hold on. Okay, yeah, guys, I'll be back, okay? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Because my computer had to be completely reset, I guess that happened. Sorry, it happens so often with me. Lower down the flow a little bit, give it that nice feel. Hello, Governor. How are you doing today? Today's streaming has just been fucking wildin', okay? It's been absolutely nuts. First my internet died, and then there was a tornado warning. Gosh, it's like, just let me stream, please! Okay, and I can see where it kind of transitions with the fabric. Let's turn off... Where's the top sketch layer? Here. Let's turn off the sketch layer. And it's way easier to see. Now, that definitely opens it up. Yeah, that opens it up. Hello, Octocoops? Oh! I'm doing much better now that there isn't a tornado warning. I'm gonna make this bright red. Okay. Lower this down. Okay. What is wrong with this? Why with the straw? What the hell? Okay. That layer is... Was that layer locked? What the... I'm so confused. What's happening? Okay, I'm clicking on this. That's the lower one? So what's this one? Is that even... Is there anything on this layer? Wait a minute. There's nothing on this layer. Why is it... Okay. This one should be colored green then. I just got confused. I have something called auto select, so whatever I select, it will change the layer. So I usually don't name my layers, I just find out which one it is by clicking it. You just joined because I was streaming? Well, thank you, that's very sweet. Oh, I'm not feeling this kind of song. I have a lot of music from Epicdemic Sound. It's a bunch of stuff that you can play on Twitch without needing a license for it. I mean, you kind of do need a license because you need to buy it from them, but it's not going to get me DMCA'd. Hello, Infinity Angel. Cue Puppy's demonic actions make this hellhound a angel. Just reposting because I didn't see it. Hello. Also, Amy is just fine. Okay. Let's see. It's very bright red. So... I could definitely see... Hold on a second. I think to be able to get this right, I need the piece above it. Come on. No. Right click. There we go. I need the piece that's on top of it. Make that brighter. So I know that there's a distinct line. Ooh, it's a good bright orange. I want to use this for more of it. But it only comes down to about here, and then there's a shadow behind it. Okay. I need to move the canvas around to the optimal location for how my hand likes to move when I draw. Yeah, Amy is just a nickname. It's not that it's a girl's name. It's short for Amundal. You know, while I'm at it, I'll do some basic shading on this thing. Just something super basic. Oops. Click Y. Lock that, because that's what I set that key to. Okay, and then there's a little bit of more darkness in here with the core shadow. And then the light is very much sharp. Very, very sharp line right here, but I got that a little messed up, so time to section it off and Gaussian blur it. Okay. Just a little bit more, a little higher. Lower the opacity a little bit. What color is this? Okay. Okay. Oh! I see a really big problem. Okay. Up that opacity to 100%. There we go. Not too dark. Still a little too dark for this. Needs to be a little brighter, I think. Even if that's not exactly how it looks in the picture. I think it definitely benefits from some brightness. And this needs shadow down there. It needs that crisp. It needs that really crisp line. That looks even more bright yellow. How do I get that to look right? Up the opacity for something really strong, maybe? Ooh. Okay, just make it a nice, clean line. But right here, there's just a little glow. Something teeny tiny right there. Okay. Something very distinct. Okay. Oh. Do I do lyrics for Splatoon songs on YouTube? Yes. Yes, I do. That's like my main thing on YouTube is I make up English lyrics for the songs. Because they don't have any lyrics. I mean, they have lyrics, but it's hard to memorize gibberish. So I wanted to be able to sing it in English. That's essentially why. Okay, now that I've got this little area kind of working for me, doesn't look quite right. I think it's because it's missing, I think it's just missing a little area right here where it needs some of that, needs a little bit of that right there. Maybe, it's gotta lower down the opacity on that, keep the shadow that is on that side. Maybe not. Maybe, can you guys hear me? Let me bump up my volume a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can hear me because I'm just kind of mumbling to myself. Yes, that's why my name looks familiar. Yes, this is what I do when I'm not working on my YouTube videos because currently I kind of can't. I'm waiting on some artwork. Whoa! I also have Tourette's, so that's why you're going to hear some strange noises. Whoa! Okay. Oh, whoa! Okay. Ooh, I see right here. This. Ah, I see. Yes. There's this little piece right here that gives it its look. Okay. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out a little bit. This one's definitely hard to draw. Blur that out a little bit, maybe. No, I could definitely see that it's dark. Because it's where the fabric meets. But this absolutely needs to blur the fuck out. Let's put that up to strength 100%. Blur the fuck out of that. Thank you, yeah! Octoprism stuff is coming eventually. Blur the fuck out of that. As well as this one. But now there's a little bit more over here, so let's brighten this area up so we can sculpt out the shadow. Move that down. But this is where, as the change, it goes really bright red right here. Just in that little area. And blur the heck out of this part. Okay. Now let me turn off the sketch so I can just focus on the forms. Okay, turn that off. I'll remember you wanted therapy. Okay, so I can see right here that this needs some dark behind it. Right on here, and there's actually a hard edge. Just right here. Now this needs to go smaller and pinch up right here. This also needs to pinch a little bit into the corner. Blend that out. That, let me see if I can draw a little ring. Let's make that brighter. A little ring right there. That looks good. Now I have to move the shadow down a little bit. And let's see. I can really make this bright yellow. There we go. There's good shine. Whoa. Yes, that is a good shine. Let me put that on a palette layer. So here's, I guess, the palette that I'm using. This has a definite core shadow around it. I think I need to lower this down. Ooh, that needs to be more red, definitely. Otherwise it's just going to turn brown. So I'm drawing it in quite thick right now because I'm going to dial it back. A big part of how I draw is I'll put in something rather extreme like this outline right here. And then go over it again. It needs to be even less opacity so I can build it up. Make it a little bit smaller. Turn on the airbrush. Make sure I'm getting that exact hue to bump up on there. Mark the hue. This definitely blurs out a lot more though. Okay. I'm blurring out. I'm taking away that sharp edge that I need. But I need to build this out first. I hope my ramblings are somewhat coherent. Where's the issue with this one? Where am I seeing it? Let me make this down. Let me make this very sharp. A very, very sharp line. Right here. Very, very sharp line. Preserve the sharpness that's right there, but then I blend it out. I'll create more of a stark line. Keep that stark line. Blend it out at the end. I'm not really doing this as like a teaching thing. I'm just kind of telling myself what I'm doing. Let me see. Ooh, yes. That's a good line. But I need to make that a little more subtle. There we go. Blend that shit in. Need a more bright... no, a little more orange. Okay, let me see how much Gaussian blur I can add to this and have it still be normal looking. Let's see, okay. Pretty good amount of Gaussian blur. Okay, let me see here. I need another one of those very harsh lines. Very harsh line. Let me get that. And yeah, this really needs it right here, but it's not the super light color. That actually kind of blends into it. Let me see here if I actually gave it that texture that it was needing. Let me get these very close together. Blend on the hard edge. Blend back into the fold. Okay, where is the issue? Where is the issue? Where is what I'm not seeing? Core shadow in there. It's like I can see where the problem is, but I'm having trouble fixing it. Let me see here. What color is this? Okay. Doesn't go in though, it's just kind of... Okay. Okay, this kind of comes to a point. Not quite so circular. No, that's too much. Okay, let me see. The little bit that's inside there is so hard to draw. It's overlapping itself so much. Well, first, I think I really need to get in here and clean up all these lines. This is a mess. Ugh. This is an absolute mess. Let me clear up these lines. This is absolutely not okay. Fix that shit up. Okay. Let me reset, go back out. Blend that. No, because it has a texture to it. It has a definite texture. So I'll use my textured brush. Move it down to about a 5. No, that's not really working out. That's not working out. No. I'm gonna add texture later if I do it all. I at least need to get the hues correct. Fuck, that is the wrong one. There we go. This very, very bright yellow is perfect for this little area. Okay, blend that shit. Blend that out. Blend up this area. Okay. Because it looks like there's reflected light right in here. Just a little bit of reflected light on the inside. Just the teensiest bit of reflected light. Right in here. Just the tiniest bit. I'm gonna blend that out. I want to use a textured brush for that actually when I need perfect thick hue. Hello, King Moth. I've never had a tornado near my area. I've never experienced a tornado, I don't think. And sometimes you gotta take a look back at what you're doing. I don't really like this song very much. Okay, that needs to be blended out a lot. And but it's leaning, that shadow is leaning down. That shadow is leaning downwards. So I need to move the shadow down. Okay. Try to make this a little bit lighter. That kind of inner shadow. Reflected light, I should say. Blend that out. Now I should really focus on this area right here, honestly. I see that it's kind of leaning upwards. Let me see if I can Gaussian blur that and have it look good. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Nice to see that there is a little bit right here. On the corners. And even in there. A little bit of reflected light. Just give it a bit more of that good shadow. And right in here it has a crease up against the shadow. Blend that shit. Lower down that opacity so I can build it. I do actually have Tourette syndrome, yes. I was diagnosed by a neurologist last month. You talking about it made me tick. Interesting. Yeah, I was diagnosed mild to moderate Tourette's. In most cases, if I need to, when I go out in public, I can suppress them. Most of the time. And I didn't have vocal tics for a very long time. That's very recent development. But I've had motor tics my whole life. You need to maintain those sharp areas where you can tell that the fabric is pinching together. I still need those areas nice and bright. Okay. This needs a little bit more love over here. Just a little bit more. Okay. I think I'm gonna say I'm done with this part. Oh gosh, no, I'm sorry. There's a little bit that's bugging me, and I just wanna fix it. Hold on. This little bit right here, I think it needs to go up a bit. Maybe. Have you heard? Of course, I've heard of cerebral palsy. I use some charcoal brushes, I use the regular hard round pressure size, and then I have an airbrush I made for myself. Okay. Here's how it's looking so far. Now, I say I do this one. I'm gonna isolate it. So I don't get confused with other parts of the ribbon. Thank you. Oh, hey, Dr. G. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm drawing fabrics. Move this off side of the screen. Thank you, guys. You're always so sweet. Okay, I'll use this as the base color again. And, oh, damn it. Base color. Click. Take off transparency lock. And follow the line. You see, this is why I'm okay with, like, tracing when it comes to a study. Like, am I tracing this? Yes. I'm tracing the outline shape. And then the rest of it, I do by eye, and I do by looking at it. I just want to get the form part done with, because that's not what I'm practicing. I'm practicing shading and color right now. I'm also not tracing over someone else's artwork. Tracing over a photo. So there's no air of stealing in this case, because I know that tracing is a very contentious thing in the art community, and I 100% condemn tracers, because I've had people trace my artwork or try to pass my artwork off as their own, and I hate it so much. Thank you, Kiyomi! Thank you, you're so sweet. Okay. I need to bring this up here. And now that I have the sketch off, let me clean this up. Thank you guys. Okay, so first I think I'm gonna go in with the actual inside of this. This is gonna have to be a lot smaller. Shave that off. And there we go. There's the inside drawn on the outside. I want to make sure that I use the same color palette. Popped in because you've never seen my art? Yeah! Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to draw this ribbon. So, I guess we'll see how that goes. It's called an art study. Okay. Okay, take off the sketch. I don't need it anymore. Now it is time to add in. Okay, so. Okay, and I have to realize that there are parts in these. Okay, and it comes down. Okay, and hooks around. Okay. I don't know if you can see my eyes constantly darting around. I don't know if it picks it up that well. Okay. Move that down. And this is gonna have to be blended out like fuck. Do that right now, actually. Blend it out, baby. This is very, very, very red right here. Very red, indeed. Every time I color pick, I try to give it a more pure version of that color. Or at least I try. I don't know where we go from here, Mr. Music Man. You tell me. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Okay, and there's the reflected light right in there. Okay, I'm going to preserve the reflected light. Add a very, very big and low. Okay, just build that color out. Same with right here. Build it out. It's going to need even more colors on the inside. There we go. Okay, if I make that a little more orange. Okay. That's a little more of a dirty orange. Trying to get the balance between the dark and light working without making it look muddy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bump up the opacity because I'm going to be making some sharp lines in here. Where do we go from here? I think Piper's trying to get in because maybe there's noise outside that's scaring him. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. You can come on in. Come on in, baby. Oh, fuck. Are the rabbits out? Wait a minute. That's not good. Honey? I'm opening up the door to let the dogs in because, they are pestering me. I think they might be scared of something outside. Yeah, I want to make sure that they're not come into my office. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Oh. Can I have a knife, please? I can't, please. Come. Holy fuck, Amy just made something and it tastes fucking delicious, but hold on, guys. I'm sorry, but, hold on. Oh my god, this is next level delicious. I have to go round up some animals. Okay, I love you. This is amazing. I love this. I love you. Oh my god. I don't even know, like, what this is. Oh my goodness. Hello, rat boy. Oh my god, what? I'm sorry, what what kind of meat is this? Is this chicken? Oh, what the fuck? It's on, like, a bed of, like, black beans and brown rice covered in this, like, sour, creamy cheese. Oh my god. I wish you could see my hands. My hands are just, like, up in shock at how good this is. Oh, I gotta drink a lot of water. So, how about, while I gasp to you about how amazing this is, so that I can eat it before it gets cold. Let's take a look at how I've been doing so far with this. Let's just have a nice up-close look so far. Let me see if that'll help give you a clearer picture. So that's generally how I draw stuff. If you have any questions for me, now would be the time to ask. I'm taking more creative liberties with the color, but, you know, the point isn't to be 100% accurate. I wish I was sponsored by HelloFresh. Oh my god, because this is a HelloFresh meal and it's amazing. I am not sponsored. I have to continue saying this. I wish I was. It's so good. I want free food from them. The next Octoprism song is going to be a cover. I plan on doing a bunch of cover songs. I mean, like, I eat on stream all the time. I don't usually have this kind of a reaction. Even though I'm watching them still get to the bottom of my oh. Don't say that. Never compliment someone else by putting yourself down. It does a disservice to you and to them. This is unreasonably delicious. It's also very salty, so I keep on having to drink water. Of course, Kilmimi, you always do better the more that you draw. Practice makes progress, as I always say. This is also a good time to let my eyes take a rest. Hold on. Amy, this is cooked perfectly! Oh my god, the inside of the chicken is a nice, like, consistent white and glistening. I shall take another drink. Star Runner, you don't even have to do that command. It's covered in some kind of like spicy sriracha cheesy sauce. Black beans and rice. I never agree with the term practice makes perfect. What is perfection? Who decides what perfection is? Do you decide? Does the teacher decide? Do your classmates decide? Well, every single one of those people is going to have a different definition of perfection, which means perfection is not an objective truth. It is subjective to each person who thinks of what perfect is. So, will you ever achieve perfection? Depends on who you agree with their idea of what perfection is. So, practice makes progress, is what I like to say. And it works even better as an alliteration. Practice makes perfect is PR to P. Practice makes progress is PR to PR. See? It works so much better, and I am burping so much. I'm sorry, I can't breathe through my nose, so I end up swallowing a lot of air when I eat. I get really burpy. Now I'm a fucking orgasm eating this. Oh my god. Your Adidas flip-flop besides perfection. Huh. Oh, piano. As of right now, I am eating food. Something delicious my boyfriend made that I've been just gabbing over for the past like 10 minutes. This is my progress. The one on the bottom is obviously a photo, so I'm trying my best to replicate it. I think this recipe might be Mexican? I don't know, it's got a lot of flavors that I've tasted at like Mexican restaurants. It's also got like black beans and brown rice. This chicken is just like melt in the mouth tender. I'm working very, very hard to replicate that bow tie. So I'm working hard. And here's the palette that I've found to work for me. A bow tie. The unfinished one, of course. The one that's still in progress. This is the photo. You can tell because it has texture on it. This is just smooth brushstrokes. I'll probably try to figure out how to add texture to it later. Or not. Thank you, Kiyomimi. I get obsessed with detail. Thank you, Moth. Just know when to make your art saturated. Have it used sparingly. You see, the areas that I've used like the most bright saturated red is only in a few places. I also often use highly saturated colors as a reflected light. Okay, I'm almost done. One last giant, juicy bite of chicken. Yeah, it's very you got to work with restraint when it comes to saturated colors. Don't say that about yourself, rat boy. Okay. So we're gonna move this over to the side, and I'm gonna continue. That food was amazing, spectacular. Be still my beating heart. Oh my fucking god, it was so good. I've got to ask him which recipe that was because I definitely need it on a future menu. Oh god, I'm gonna be burping so much, I apologize. No, it's begun. The burpening. The burpening has begun. It has begun. You know, I'll use a good old gradient. There we go. And then there is a slight, reflected light on the inside there, if you notice that. But it's not quite as bright as what's outside of it. It's just slightly under, but you can still see that it's in there just a little bit. Just a teeny tiny hint of it. This continues to go up, and I'll blend that out. But there's still, the darkest color is right here as it blends outwards, because there's still a crease. Let me do another one of these. I mask off this section and create that. There we go. This needs a little bit of love. Right here. There's a long line of highlight that comes all the way around here. I definitely need to clear up this area right now. I sound like Bob Ross. That's the biggest compliment anyone's ever given me. Sponge boy me Bob. Everybody starts somewhere. The thing is, I got a head start because I started drawing when I could hold a crayon. I never stopped drawing. It was always what I did when I was a kid. I was always drawing. Ooh, this song is a bop. And here's a sharp line right here, but then it blends. It blends out slightly. Okay, this is going to need a core shadow. Right in here. I'll make that a bit more red to give it a bit more color. That's a bit too much. Okay, there we go. As subtle can be. This all requires very, very subtle coloring. Core shadows. All up in this bitch with some more Gaussian bleu. Okay. This definitely could do with some gradient to give it that perfect soft edge. Put that in here again. Perfect soft edge. I think this is a little too yellow. Coy Ross! I am indeed a sinner. Or I am a sinner. I have an opera voice. I love that I can sing in different styles. Okay. This is gonna need a little bit of a stronger light right up in here. Yeah, there we go. This needs a stronger edge. This is gonna come in and break that up just a teensy bit. I love this music. Ooh, lower down that opacity. That is wild. Okay. That needs to definitely be lower down because it's extremely subtle. Koi with a crayon at 3. Wait, mother, I'm planning my entire future. Heal your throat. Ooh, I should take a drink, thank you. My teachers got really annoyed with me doodling and everything, but that didn't stop me. Never let it fucking stop you. Teachers who want to stifle creativity could fuck straight off. Tell them that the ever so famous Catelyn Qua told you that. They'll totally give you a pass. Every teacher knows who I am, totally. Okay, I'm going to need a nice, fine, sharp line for this. And the light will be drawn back when I start drawing over it. Blur it out just slightly. And it's got a very, very bright hue in there. It's not entirely... There we go. Look at how pure that hue is. Am I using the right words? I don't know. I'm just drawing, man. I'm just trying to not have it look like garbage. Oh! Thank God for the undo button. My cat get himself stuffed somewhere, or is he just yelling for fun? Follow your dreams! I also know that sometimes life gets in the way and dreams can't happen, but you can find other ways to be happy and make new dreams come true. I wanted to be a Pixar animator. That didn't happen, but I still do artwork. But I just found a different way to do it. So you can follow your dreams, but I think the best thing is to follow your passions. Because did I follow a dream? Yes. Did that dream work out? No. But I was pursuing a passion through that dream. And when that dream didn't work out, I still found a way to use my passion and make my passion my life. Graphic design is my passion. Except not. I just love that meme. Okay. And I recognize that there's a little edge to the ribbon. Life advice with Mama Koi. Always follow your passions, no matter what. Even if it's not a career. Let yourself have your passions in your hobbies. Because living a passionate life is living a fulfilled life. As far as I'm concerned. You want to be able to feel something, you know? You want there to be something that, when other shit in the world sucks, you know, hey, there's this one thing that I really like to do. It's also nice to have accomplishments in life. Like, the constructed language that I've worked on for most of my life. Like, it's not really useful for anything, but it's a passion project that I can feel comfortable feeling like I've really accomplished something, like, very, I could just be very proud of it because of the amount of work that it took. Gosh, and blur that. I'm gonna need you to stream 20 more hours so I can summon Kiki! Okay. Whoa. Just a little bit of reflected light in here, even if I don't really see it in the photo that much. I just want to give a little something something. Oh, summon Kiki! Okay, hold on. Oh, goodness gracious, I don't have it set up on here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get it set up. No worries, it'll just take me a moment. I'm doing it on my studio screen so that you guys can't actually see what I'm doing until I unveil it. Let me move my head around, see if I'm placing it in the correct area. I move my head like that. Okay. Okay, and it's the Kiki one. Sorry, this takes a long time to set up. I didn't realize I haven't done one of these in so long. Oh no. Kiki on here. Whoa! Let's see. Media source onto Kiki. Where is Kiki? Where the heck is Kiki? I'm trying to figure out what's going wrong. It won't show up. Well, I can at least show you guys the blanket. Oh god, there Kiki is. What the fuck? Why are you so big? Oh my gosh, what happened? What the fuck was that? Let's get that again, please, Kiki, one more time. What the? Okay. Goodness gracious. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, thank you for redeeming the blanket. Okay, back to work. I'm sorry that took so long. I feel like this is like a really glowing orange, but super saturated. Maybe it's redder? Maybe, I don't know. It's so highly saturated. How do I get that image without it being pure red? Maybe it is. Ooh, I think I got it. Okay. And I'm gonna make this just a little bit bigger to kind of blend that out. There we go. Let me get this again. Just a little smaller. Just a little bit more. I talk about that a lot, it seems. Just a little bit more, just a teensy bit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Kiki didn't want to come out to play. Needs to look seamless. As seamless as John McClane's makeup. Okay. Seamless and pointless. Sorry if you guys don't know what videos I'm talking about. Look up John McClane. He's an amazing makeup artist. When you first see one of his videos, you'll think he's a woman. No. He's a man, and he's comfortable being a man. He's not trans. He just likes to look feminine, which I think is wonderful. He often talks about that there is a hatred of the feminine, and it's like, yeah, that is kind of true. It's like, what's so wrong with being feminine, both for girls and for men? There seems to be this kind of like concept that it's like, no, women always we gotta have nice, strong women empowerment. It's like, yeah, that's good because you don't want women to be confined to just one space, but then you can't just confine them to big, strong women. Sometimes girls just want to be kind of feminine and dainty and elegant, you know? The traditional, quote, feminist traits that our society has assigned to that gender. And, you know, men and women can be feminine. I feel like in your... What? I feel like in your only intersex fan? Are you intersex? Let's see here. Oh. Well, I'm sure there's more. But people often don't want to talk about their genitalia or their chromosomes, so people probably won't say, but I'm sure that it's more common than people think. That's why sexuality and gender, those are, you know, those are spectrums, but I believe that human anatomy is also a spectrum. You can be born with any, like, amount of differences. Like, there are some male, like, biologically born male boys, you know, men that have a uterus. Or there are, like, you know, born females and every part of their anatomy is female except they happen to have testes. Like, that's a thing. Extra chromosomes are a thing, so the body is just a roulette, and sometimes things don't come out like other people do. You identify as NB? I love the word NB, it's so cute. I want to be seen as more feminine. It's pretty hard to wear a lot of masculine clothes. Then, if you're able to, buy some more feminine clothes. Okay, I'm not even looking at the reference right now, but I still just want to, get this. Blend that shit. Okay. I don't dress very feminine, because I don't dress for style, I dress for comfort. Okay, I think this bow is, this part of the bow is basically done. Oh my god, my nose squeaked again, holy shit. This one was a lot easier to do. I love that reflected light inside of the shadow. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, NB, the letter N, then the letter B, but if you spell it phonetically, it's NB. Isn't that cute? But yeah, a lot of people don't want to talk about their reproductive organs, so they won't talk about the fact that they're intersex. So I am sure you are not the only person. I mean, statistically. I mean, come on. Let's see here. About 1 to 3% of the population of I think it's of the world has DID. And there are 4 people that have been in my community that I know of that have DID. So, I don't know the percentage of people that have, like, what? I don't want to say, like, I guess you could say divergent sex organs and anatomy and stuff like that. I'm sure there's gotta be more people that are in my community, but, you know, it's their bodies, and they don't want to talk about that, and oftentimes, you know, talking about things like that is kind of banned on my, my server. Of course, you talking about it right now, and, like, that kind of thing, is not necessarily bad. It's just the fact that it does, if somebody wanted to have, like, a full-blown conversation about it, it would probably require some more anatomical discussions that on my server I'd probably want to be like, let's steer away from this. When are you streaming Splatoon next? Probably tomorrow. Me and my friends all joke about taking your ovaries out when it's that time. Dude, even if you are a minor, although I, don't want minors to be here, ask your parents about birth control if you have a period, because my periods last like 2 days. 5 or 2 days, and I barely get cramps because I'm on birth control. I shall take a drink, thank you. But yeah, no, it very much helps it. And it's not just used as a contraceptive. But of course, a lot of parents are going to be pretty skeptical of that and not want their kid, blah, 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 blah. Which, understandable. But it really is helpful beyond making people not have the baby when they do the sex. Do you ever plan a face reveal on stream? No. Okay, next part. Playing Splatoon with everyone. I mean, tomorrow is Ouija Day, so I will probably stream with patrons for a bit, but we always end up going to private battles. Although I did say that I'm, tomorrow actually Ouija can't do it, but I'll probably still be doing a Splatoon stream. My hands have been feeling much better now that I have those, like, military-grade painkillers. Actually, hold on a second. Let me get out my calculator here. Wait, where are they? Hold on. Okay, well, they're both 500, so let's see here. So, that would be, that'd be 1,000, but then there's 6 times 500 plus 1,000. I take 4,000 milligrams of painkillers a day. So, yeah, it's intense. Do I have a Discord? Yes. You can only join if you are over the age of 16, or if you are 16. If you are 16 or 17 years old, you must self-assign a role, and it tells you this before you even join. It's called Am Baby. That completely restricts any access to not safe for work channels, because it always is like, oh, you're going somewhere not safe for work. Well, if somebody is under the age of 18, people could still click it. Ouija Day. It's my patron Ouija, my top patron. He's very fun to play with in League. He's very good at playing the game. And I wanted to have a day where, even if other patrons are busy, I at least somebody to do League pairs with. And I chose Sundays to be able to do that. So that's one of the few days where he's available to play with us. So I thought it worked perfectly. Okay, so now that I've got that, time to turn off the sketch layer and get going on the art. Gonna be 18. Yeah, if you're 17, you can indeed join the server. Again, you just have to self-assign that role. It's very easy, it's just with the click of a button. Okay. I'm going over this way, but I need this big area right here. Okay. I see, ooh, look at that beautiful red that's up in there. Oh my gosh, and this is bright! Very, very bright. I added in, no, that's not the right color. Where is the right color? What is that color? It's beautiful. I need this. I needed a pure color. Okay. Which which means that everything else around it has to be desaturated to make that color pop. So that's where I'm missing it. The rest of it needs to be a little desaturated. Otherwise that color is not going to shine like it needs to. So I need to pull this back. Get it out a little more. Okay. Get the shading in just right. Okay, I have that strong line right there. And then this needs to be blurred out even more. Okay, that still doesn't look right. So I'm going to go around it again. Lower the opacity. And what is this called? I don't know what it's called, but it's something that makes the brush softer. Okay. Oh boy. This is giving me a little bit of a headache. Trying to figure out the exact size of this thing. This absolute unit right here. Okay, if I just have this line coming down through here. Okay, up the opacity on that. Okay, good, got it right there. And this is going to be covered. Yep, I gotta get that dark in there so that I can sculpt out the light. You sculpt out the light out of the darkness. Watch right here. See that little bit that's right up here? It's a little teeny bit. Then right through there. Copy this softer color down. Ooh, this is a song called Us. It's a reprise that Sampling Kid wrote for Octoprism that was never published. But I have it, and I love to listen to it. This looks like it's a little bit lighter right there. That's just on the inside. I have to capture that light coming through it. Okay, now maybe if I lower down the feather on this, I could still maintain that crisp line. Get this in, gosh, and blur it out, soften it. Okay, soften it a little bit more. Okay. Okay. This is looking messy. I do not like how this is looking. Messy, messy, messy. Oh, that doesn't look right. It does not look right at all. Okay. There's a reflected shadow on here, but I can't lose that form. I got a coefficient Animal Crossing is rendering you. How do you sign the baby thing? You go to roll bot and you click the baby face emoji. It will make you stick with it, but if you have a birthday and you suddenly become 18, then you can let me know and I will remove it from you. Anyone caught lying about their age will be banned. I just wanted to state that out there. I don't ever want to assume that somebody would lie to me, you know? I don't think any of you guys would ever have a reason to lie to me about something, but I have to just say that as a caveat. The and baby thing is something that I stole from a friend who also had a not safe for work server. Gaussian blur. Okay. Seeing a little bit of color right in here. Color right here. And just a little bit. Just a little bit of color right there. I can see where that's question is, can you hear what I'm saying? Is my voice relaxing? This needs some definite love over here. Ooh, lower that opacity. Yikes on bikes. There we go. That looks good. Ah, and I see this one part right here that needs to come in. It's got some rounded edge right there. Okay, now it goes inward. It doesn't have that kind of weird loopy thing. Make it blend in. Blur tool it out. Needs to be consistent though. Needs to, okay. A little bit in there. Take the shadow onto it. There we go. I think that's where you get that beautiful color from. There's some good color. That is gorgeous. It's very bright. You're so mad you don't have them. Wait, your Switch got destroyed by your cousin? What the fuck? Oh my god. Well, fuck your cousin, man. Especially if they're fucking homophobic. Homophobia, transphobia, all that shit is the dumbest shit in the world. Like, what kind of a person do you have to be like, hey, that thing that affects your life and not mine at all, and you also can't control, I'm gonna feel personally offended by that. You need to conform to my beliefs and my lifestyle. I know that my life has nothing to do with yours, but I'm gonna be angry if you don't live the way I want you to. It's so dumb. I don't get it. I don't get how people could be that dumb. Ooh, and right here, ooh, there's a little bit of light. There's a little bit of light right up in here. Build that color out. Little bit of light. Ooh, I can definitely see that that is where I need a nice... I shall take a drink. I'm so sorry about that, Humimi. Hey, Epic Thread! I had quite a day, yes. My grandparents and extended family will never on Sapphic as long as I can hide it. Aww. Well, I hope that will never stop you from being you. That's why I love the word Sapphic. Are we back, please? Please be back. We were talking about important things. Let me bump up the thing on that. Like, it looks lighter. It's so saturated and beautiful. It looks fucking lighter. So I need to be able to capture that. How am I gonna do that? Hello, Lindsay. Welcome to the community. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna accomplish this? Hold on. I think there is a plumpness right here that I need to achieve. Right on here. Okay. I'll just carve out that edge and I'll pull it back in a second. Just gotta get that edge in there. Get it in and sharp. But there is a definite distinction. I think right here needs to be a bit more blurred out though. Ooh, here we go. If I put the super saturated stuff kind of around that little highlight. And kind of up in here. There we go. That's the color I've been looking for. That's the golden ticket. Look at that. I'm gonna do a good little, there we go. I think I do need to lighten it just a bit so I could just give it a little low opacity wash over. Perfecto. A little darker up here. When it's dark, you gotta make it more red. Lower the opacity on that. Get the perfect color. Boom! Higher opacity. Get that color in. Come How is this so real? Thank you. I'm focusing. I'm focusing very much on the colors and shit. Hold on. Not perspective for no. Ah. Okay. Sorry. Let me duplicate this. Oh. Let me duplicate this and hold on. Okay, I need to up the feather on this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to warp it into the correct location. Okay. There we go. And this needs a lovely highlight. Oh boy. No, I need to build it. Build that light up. Right up in there. Right all up in that biz. Get that. Okay, now I think it's starting to work. Starting to work for me. Blend out this area a little bit. Okay, it still needs a stronger part of light though, so that's where I'm gonna bring in that right there. I can see that it's kind of bending the light around. There is the tiniest little prick. I'll go down to a 4 pixel brush. There's that little tiny thing right there in the center that the light is going around. And now that I have that there, I can kind of see where I need that core shadow. Right in this tiny little nook right here. And there. Okay. And I should be able to use full strength blending tool to get that nice and blended out. I'll blend the top of this one too. Okay. Blend it out. Close. Close to being blended perfectly. Okay, now what about... the thing is that I'm a perfectionist. And this is why if I do VTuber commissions, they're gonna cost a lot of money for people. Because I go ham on details, and I use photo references. Okay. A little bit more of that core shadow. Right up in here. Okay. There we go. A good amount of it is getting finished. Yeah, there was no tornado that went around me. It was just that there was something that could have been dangerous. You don't think you have patience to work on art for this long? I don't blame you. Not a lot of people do. But the bows are getting easier to draw. Okay. After I get these 4 done, I'm gonna be done for the night. And then I'll pick it back up tomorrow. I can't get the smooth lines I want to, so it's a bit tricky for me. If you're using an art program, there might be a smoothing tool depending on which one you use. Excuse me. I'm a burpy monster. Pretty big piece. Yeah, that looks good. I'm constantly burping on stream. It's just usually you guys don't hear the burp part. I'm nasty. Okay. There we go. That's what I need. And get rid of the liner. Okay, so it's starting to look pretty good. Okay, let's get this one working. Okay. Core shadows are so important. That's why you hear me gabbing about core shadows constantly. Because they are very, very important to get correct. If you want to have art that looks good, it's very, very important. This one's gonna be fun. Can already tell. Because you got that lovely look right there. Oh, I love it so much. Look at how good that is. I'm going to move this down a little bit for some creative license and liberty. Okay. Just so I have a little extra work room, you know? Okay, let me look at what's going on in this fucking corner over here, you know? Let me see. Okay, what is it doing? So, from right here, I'll take this color that I've been working with. Let's see. So, there's a little bit that comes out here, and then this, which spreads into this area, but is actually really, really closed off and pinched. So, let's see. Actually, I think all of this needs a little bit of that. This is a straight up, this is just a little V shape. that I have to keep crisp. Look at how crisp that line is. This is a nice orange tone. There we go. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking Gucci. Check that out. Yes, that is the exact color I want. The exact color. Okay. And let's put this through with a little bit less opacity. Oh, it's so satisfying when you get the right color. Okay. Make this a bit redder. Okay. And sculpt out this area right in here. Okay. I can get that beautiful red. That's gorgeous. There's also a little bit of that right over here. And it is mostly surrounded by more yellow. So I can kind of get that in there. A little more yellow. It's clearly pinched around it, so the highlight kind of tapers. This is small enough that the Gaussian blur will do the trick. I mean, not the Gaussian blur, the regular blur tool will do the trick. Okay. Okay. This needs a more harsh line right here. It needs some more saturation. Blend it. Blend that fucking neck. Pity on you if you don't know what I'm referring to in that. Blur it up. It's crisp. Look how fucking crisp that is. Okay, and this is connected. Okay. That is a connected area that just kind of comes out here. Doesn't mind its own business. This is still a more crisp line that I have to accentuate out. Okay. There's just a tiny bit of light in here. Tiny bit of light. There we go. I think that's good. And I think on here, this I need to make very, very dark. A nice separate line. There's an absolute difference between these two because there is a shadow. Okay. Now that I've got that area fairly detailed, it's not done yet, but it's fairly detailed. Now I can continue on with the rest. So I'm gonna steal that color from the other side and make this amazing little curl right here. Oh, I love it. Look at this cute little thing. This is gonna take forever to blend because I'm gonna like blend it 5 million ways. Oh, fuck. Okay. Sorry, the transparency wasn't locked. Okay. Can't have that shit happening. Fuck, this is on the wrong fucking layer. Okay, let me do that. Get that down here. Erase it. This is on here. It needs to go down here. There we go. Transparency lock. Okay. So this needs to be knocked down a peg in shade because you need to be able to see that highlight better. And this is continuing to move out a little bit. I think I'll use the gradient actually to get that, to achieve that. Okay. That is much too red. I think I need to dial that back a little bit, a little desaturation. A little desaturation on that. It needs to be dark, but it doesn't need to be neon. I'm saving the neon saturation for only a couple of small spaces, as you can see. Thank you so much, Mimi. Oh gosh, you guys make me feel happy to draw in front of you. I'm often very nervous about people seeing my process because, you know, of all the mistakes that I make along the way. But I think when it's something like this, I don't feel lost in what I'm doing because there's a clear blueprint that I'm looking at right there of how to draw this. There's something I can look at. I can see it. I know what I'm doing. I was thinking of making this like a series just as a way to get better. A study series, because that's what these are called, studies. Thank you, Epic Thread. Yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. Okay. And even though I color dropped from the original photo, it still doesn't look exactly like the original photo. I used a lot more like golden colors and stuff like that. A lot more saturation, because the point is not to make an exact replica. The point is to learn from this to how to make something look better than what's really in front of your face. Okay, time to blend the fuck out of this. Blend it all to heck. Okay, with the Gaussian blur. Let me up that a bit. Yes, nice, smooth, easy to work with. Okay, and around here. Okay. Maybe I can see there's a little bit of a line right in here that makes it a little bit more crisp. Okay, but I gotta be able to show that crisp line. Okay, so if I do that, let me see, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, I see where the line is. The line starts up here, blends down, keep that crisp top line, but blend that downwards. Because it fades into this. However, it's not a perfect line, so I am going to blend this out right here. Go back to my airbrush. Oh, hello! Show Insomnia, welcome to the community. I would have loved for this stuff to be a series. Yeah! It's also very chill. I speak in a very chill voice. I'm not screaming all the time. Sometimes the screams could be funny, but sometimes you just want to vibe. And with my new painkillers, this is a lot less pain for me to be going through to do this. Actually, I think that needs a little bit less Gaussian, but I want to keep some of the texture in it, so let me lower down the radius. Hello, King Hades. The painkillers are working amazingly well. Yeah, I take 4,000 milligrams of painkillers. It's absolutely nuts. Every single day. Okay. Where else do I... Ooh, that amazing orange continues on right into here. That wonderful color. It's just so pure and vibrant. Look at that. Absolute pure, vibrant, beautiful. There's a little bit of it here, I think. Let me blend that out. Let me blur up this area. Yeah, it's so lovely and saturated. Okay, now on to over here. Masterpiece. Thank you for being so sweet to me. Okay. And again, I am indeed tracing it to get the outline and the shape. Tracing can be useful as long as you're using your own talent, skill, and imagination to make it something your own and not just a trace. But I do this for placement. I want the placement to be perfect. I do not want to have to worry about the placement. Okay. So that's all taken care of. Uh-oh. I need to up that. I just don't want I don't ever want somebody coming like, look, she traced this, she's cheating. And I'm like, okay, so you just want to discredit the hours of work that I'm putting into this to get the colors and the shapes immaculate. Okay. I can get a little bit of the rim right there. That's so hot where you are. Oh no. Why can't we have autumn weather in the summer? Because it's summer and not autumn. I'm sorry to break your heart, but them's the breaks. That's how seasons work, my buddy. My buddy old pal. Music is chill AF. I'm just building out that color right there. I do see this very, very faintly right in here. Very faint. I prefer summer to winter 1,000,000,000%. Yes, 1,000,000,000. Man, even though my hands still hurt, the difference in the amount of pain I'm experiencing from doing certain tasks is astounding. I would normally be in like crippling pain right now. My hands do hurt, but like I can manage it. I can live with it. I'm gonna actually keep this line crisp, even though it's not so crisp in the picture, just because I think it looks good that way. You see, it's a sharp edge against something that's very nice and blended out, and that's on purpose. Hmm. So, well, this is about, as far as we've gotten today. Let me zoom that up a little bit more. A little bit more. So, this is how far we've gotten today. Thank you. I will continue to work on this probably tomorrow. I look forward to making this a series of me learning how to draw different stuff. Because that'll be very, very helpful, especially if I want to do VTuber commissions, because they love their bows. And a reminder of what the photo looks like that I am basing it off of. Right here. Let me see if I can, hold on. Let me see if I can just, take that off. There we go. So you can kind of see, you can kind of see where the differences are, and especially in the color. But yep, that's where I am at with this picture currently. I am going to bed. It is almost 11 p.m. So I'm going to save this. In fact, I'm going to save it as a second version of itself in case this file corrupts. So I think I am going to post this, and yeah. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys so much. Good night.